Are you tired of being in pain? There's three types of pain: physical, emotional, and psychological. Now, I've been through a lot of pain in my life. I've had 26 surgeries, 11 just on one hand. I've been tortured by my own family. When you're in pain, that means you can't really be here for yourself. You can't really be here for your family. You can't truly be present in this moment. Now, think about it this way. If you are in so much pain that you can't move physically, if you're in so much pain that your head hurts, your body hurts, then how hard is it to be joyful? How hard is it to be present? How hard is it to just be centered? What if you're in emotional pain? What if something hurts so much? Whether it's a complete breakdown of a relationship, maybe it's a real loss. You lost somebody you loved, and now there's a gap, there's a wound that is hard for you to concentrate. It's hard for you to be here right now. Now, what if it's psychological pain? What if something is so incongruent in your brain that it breaks your thinking? What if literally you can't think of how could this occur? How could somebody do this? How could this even happen? Especially, how could it happen to you? The pain, whatever it is here to actually help you. It's here to show you what you've been missing. Because this life, it's a cycle. It's a big cycle. Sometimes everything in the cycle works perfectly. Sometimes you are so on point, nothing can hurt you. Nothing can stop you. You're fearless. You're peaceful. And you're just rocking and rolling, rocking and rolling. And sometimes when we're up here, we go through a huge cycle of breakdown. And now all of a sudden we're at the bottom. We're hurting. It's hard to move. It's hard to think. Sometimes it's even hard to breathe. So in those moments, how do you get out of the pain? In those moments, how do you persevere? How do you overcome? But mostly, how do you integrate and feel it fully so it disappears? Here's the trick and key with pain. Doesn't matter how much pain you're in, doesn't matter where it's coming from. When you can feel your pain fully and integrate it into yourself, it disappears. It disappears completely because pain cannot exist in the present moment. The only thing that can exist in the present moment, in the now, is peace and love. That's it. And when you can learn how to operate out of your heart's understanding, out of your soul's perspective, then you realize nothing can truly hurt you. Nothing can hurt you. No matter how much physical pain, how much emotional pain, how much psychological pain you go through, it does not matter because you are here for a reason. You are here on purpose. So that means that whatever is happening to you is happening on purpose. Whatever happened to you happened on purpose. And it's not your job to understand why. It is your job to become peaceful in the moment. Your purpose is to truly let go of the past, to forget the future, to be here now. Be here on such a level that you feel everything completely. You feel it completely to the point where you understand that no matter what happened, it's on purpose. No matter how much pain you're in right now, it's on purpose. And the purpose is for you to really start understanding that you are meant to feel this. You are meant to feel all of it. Because if you can feel the pain down here, if you can integrate it into your being, what will happen is that you will stop pushing against intense negativity. You will stop judging. You will start to understand the whole picture. You will start to understand that if you are feeling this, you are also meant to feel its complete opposite. You are also meant to feel the highest high, even if you're in the lowest low. You are here to truly start the process of feeling things on such a deep level that you understand no matter how painful something is, it's here to lead you to your greatest and highest good. It's here to lead you to your life's true purpose. How many people have found what they're meant to do when they're in complete breakdown? Yet I put it that it's a lot harder to figure out what you're meant to do when you're just constantly up here. If you're just constantly winning in life, maybe that's what you're meant to do here. Sometimes we fall hard. Sometimes we're not able to make it to the top. We have to hike back down to the bottom of the mountain. We have to reset, recenter. We have to find peace again and find a new way. You see, pain is here to actually show you what you are missing. It's actually here to show you a new way. It's actually here to show you that you have not been doing everything perfectly. Or maybe you have been doing everything perfectly, and that is why you are feeling this pain right now. Because you finally got to the next level. Maybe you've been climbing up, and now you're in a plateau. It feels like it's just flat. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of change and turmoil. Well, good. That is on purpose. That is the purpose, for you to see something you haven't been able to see on your climb up. Most of my family is actually dead, and I've really felt that pain before. I've also been in a lot of psychological pain because sometimes I think everything is going perfectly, and boom, something happens that just completely throws me off. Like when I thought I made a friend with a person who cultivated a relationship for over a year and turned out to be a con artist and stole my boat. I thought we were friends, but all of a sudden it can throw you in a psychological turmoil. To think that you knew something and then boom, all of a sudden you don't know it. Every single time I go through a very painful, a very plateau-like process, I know I have to take a step back. I have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and ask myself, what am I missing? What could I have done better? What could I have done better? Could I have planned better? Could I have had better systems? Could I have better checkpoints? Could I have done things differently? And what could I have done in order to get a different outcome? What am I supposed to learn from this? That is a very challenging question, because a lot of the times, what you're supposed to learn is not revealed in the moment. It's not revealed even within a couple months. Sometimes it's never revealed. But yet, why do we ask that question? We ask that question because we understand that if we don't ask that question, then we might miss something else. And it can actually be a very, very peaceful question. Yes, you can ask it and get angry when you don't get an answer, but you can ask it and understand that it's bringing you closer to peace, because what are you doing in that moment? You're no longer just looking at it from one side. You're no longer attached to your own thoughts, ideas, and emotions. In that moment, you are looking for larger answers. In that moment, you are looking for the answer. Another question that you can add to your repertoire is, how is this for my greatest and highest good? How will this help me elevate? When I blew my fingers off, man, I thought my life was over. You know, I loved playing sports, and I loved playing musical instruments. I loved playing the piano. And after that, I realized that playing the piano, especially with the number of surgeries that were being lined up for me, man, it would be very difficult, very challenging, if not nearly impossible. So maybe I wasn't meant to be the next Beethoven. Maybe I wasn't meant to be the next Bach. But maybe there's something that's even greater for me. Maybe I'll be able to connect with people on a much deeper level. Maybe I'll really understand what true pain is. And by the time I blew my fingers off, I already had 10 surgeries. Even though I was 9 years old, I've already had 10 surgeries, so I knew what pain was. So whatever it is that you're going through, just understand and put this in your mind, in your soul, that it is on purpose. Everything is on purpose, no matter how painful, how challenging, how miserable, how difficult it might be right now. You will overcome. There will be a new day. There will be a time and a place where you are completely integrated, when you are completely peaceful, when you are back in your real power, and even more powerful because now you know something different. Now you know a different way of being, a different way of operating. Now you know what that type of pain feels like. So now you know how to overcome something even greater than before. Whatever it is that you're going through, no matter how big this breakdown is, there is a seed of breakthrough in there. No matter how painful, how challenging this moment might seem, it is for your greatest and highest good. Everything is on purpose. You will persevere. I know it in my heart of hearts. My name is Nikita. Stay peaceful. Let's go.